So we are Team Triangle. I'm Abigail.
I'm Courtney.
I'm John.
I'm Tyler. I'm Chandler.
And our fuzzy situation, basically we just boiled it down to Condi wants to grow and expand their business. They asked for new products, but that is not what we have done. So our fact finding, the most interesting is we found was international expansion, personal printing, and licensing. We used Condi's website to come up with most of our diverged facts, and we selected our converged facts on what we thought would be most applicable to Condi that they do not already offer. And the most interesting one that we left behind was to offer more products, because they already have like almost 200 pages of products that they already offer. So we pretty much anything we came up with was already there. So, and then we converged that to physical expansion, to international expansion, personal printing, Greek licensing, and billboard printing.
For our problem definition, we came up with 5 how might we's. We started off with how might we obtain Greek licensing, official licensing, expand into personal use, expand internationally, or get sublimation products in the retail stores. Out of these 5, we ended up choosing the 3 in pink, which are how might we obtain official licensing, which pretty much combine the first 2, the Greek licensing and the official licensing. How might we expand into personal use, and how might we expand internationally?
Okay, so as she just stated, for our challenge map, we went into the 3 categories of what we thought would be the best possibilities. So we have official licensing, personal use, and international expansion. With the official licensing, we decided to eventually go into like the NFL, MLB, NCAA, and the Greek as some of our possibilities of organizations to go into. So with that, we would sell more of our products, that would spread our name, expand our customer base and our target market. With shopping, there was a pretty substantial cost for each organization. They all have criteria that you have to qualify for in order to obtain licensing. For personal use, this is more of targeting more directly to consumers as far as like household use and stuff like that. We would do that by selling more printers, ink, paper, and this would also enlarge the target market. With that, the tough part would be to actually just lowering the price, because the printers are very, very expensive. And eventually possibly getting the printers into retailers where they would be purchased by consumers. For international expansion, this would obviously gain a lot of attention worldwide, expand the market, profits and revenues would increase, and the product variety would expand from country to country. This would be difficult just to really get in contact with markets and people that are in charge of businesses around the world, especially if they're only in the US right now. This would also increase production numbers, and they'd have to get new staff for every distribution center in each country. So out of those, we did go with the official licensing. We felt like that would be the easiest to implement for Condi. And out of the organizations that we have listed, we went with the Greek, NCAA, and MLB. With the Greek, obviously, we have a couple of big colleges in Alabama that we felt like they could easily contact, and as far as getting licensing from them, it wouldn't be too big of a problem to overcome. The NCAA, college football is super big down here in the Southeast, so that would be a good idea for them. And the MLB, the Braves are really big in the Southeast, so I felt like that was a good idea.
All right, and our evaluation and selection process, we came up with 6 criteria, and that involves cost, how hard, how complex the process is, how popular of the league, how easy it is to gain licensing, because a lot of them there's a whole different process for each one, and the estimated time of gaining the license, and the number of teams in each organization. and we had a 0 to 3 scale from low, somewhat, moderate to high. And this is our chart, and this is what we came up with. And we didn't necessarily use the highest score for each one because like NHL was a great one, but nobody down here is really a hockey fan, and we're trying to start locally to expand further. And also NFL, we didn't choose NFL because there was like a $6 million insurance thing that you had to have for your company to go into the licensing. So we came up with the Greek, the NCAA, and MLB.
All right, for our plan, our selected solution, as you said, was to go with licensing for Greek, NCAA, and MLB. The problems that we may run into with this is not having all the teams that people wish for. We came up with the basic team down south, which is Alabama, Auburn, or the Saints or the Falcons. And to introduce this, we would go into local organizations and team and then spread through distribution centers. And as it gains popularity, that will help with introducing the product. And to get started, we'll contract the organizations, fill out applications, pay the fees. Each organization, as far as the Greek organization, each organization, you have to pay a separate fee for each one. So that would be a problem as well. But making sure all the qualifications are met and submitting the design and print. Plan continue the orders, qualifications, contact organizations, application and fees, submit designs and print.